At first glance, life appears normal here. But that warehouse in the background is where these families now live. People forced from their homes by the fighting in eastern Ukraine. Lena and Andrew and their 4 children have lived here for more than 2 months. We have a roof here and there aren't bombs falling from the sky, says Lena. Our kids cry. Where would you like to be? She asks her 5-year-old daughter. At home is her reply. It's intense living here with so many other people. You can't relax like you would at home, he says. And no one here knows for how long this will be their home. If anything, the fighting has intensified in eastern Ukraine. 190 people are living in this building, and as you can see, they're sleeping in pretty cramped conditions in these long rows of bunk beds. One UN official told me that the Kiev region is now overloaded because of the number of people who fled the fighting in the east. And the United Nations says buildings like this one simply won't be suitable when the winter sets in here and the temperatures drop well below freezing. But while the number of families, including disabled and elderly people, who need help here keeps rising, the UN says there are others back in eastern Ukraine who wouldn't or couldn't leave.
Some of these people who are fleeing the fighting, they tell me of who they left at home, and usually the people who were left there, back there, they are the most vulnerable. They are either people who couldn't walk, or who are too old to move, or sick. And that's tragic, because those are the areas where there's nobody there to help.
So these families, living here on an industrial estate, full of signs of everyday life, are in some way the lucky ones. Their futures are uncertain and their conditions basic. Their only comfort that they now live far from the war. Tom Burridge, BBC News in Kiev.